Hey guys, so we're doing this.
You know what? The Windbloom Festival should be coming up. We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while. Come on, let's go check up on all our old friends.
Do I want to do this? Because I know a lot of, like, voice-wise. I'm kind of actually interested to see who in Mondstadt is being voiced. You know? I mean, I can always do it again. What? Hello. Okay.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Continue. Continue. Game over. Wow, wow,
The city is all decked out. Oh, it's beautiful. Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Wonder how much more I do have. Probably not a lot. I'll find out after this. Hello.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Okay, Catherine's voice.
Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
But we do have a
feel free to take a
problem.
look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Nani?
Take a look around, huh?
Tenandayo. What?
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
Beatrice
You're
ruins
a bit
everything.
tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
A perv.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down.
Oh man, if only you had an
Sorry,
entire
I'm just-
nation.
Not in the mood. I should go.
If only you had an entire nation of great spots to go stargazing.
Whoa, something's off with Beatrice.
I wouldn't know. We never talked to
Give
her.
up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay.
No.
Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
To die.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it?
Mr. Period.
Is there something wrong?
What?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
What? You're breaking up with him?
Huh?
Right in front of a salad?
Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
BFFFF forever.
Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over.
Maybe they're just working out the kinks.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
Catherine's like, actually, no. You picked up on that yourself. No, there's something else going on.
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
There's more!
Oh, it's the honorary
Oh,
knight in
Miles.
Paimon.
What's up, dude?
Is something wrong?
Please
you
don't-
look so good.
Don't tell me he's gonna say something like, I haven't eaten in days. I haven't eaten in like 5 days.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
I haven't eaten in days.
You should see a doctor.
The doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Overweight, but fine.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Anyone else want to come over here and bother me with their problems?
Huh. Is it something
I'm
in
glad-
the air, maybe?
I'm glad Catherine's a robot. She doesn't bother us with her bullshit. Oh boy.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts. Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Jesus Christ, woman. One track fucking mind. No one needs to bring Kaya or D-Luke around her. She'll pep right up.
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge
Yeah.
crush on D-Luke, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
How she goes from Master Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Avonius. There he is.
Is that Captain Kaya?
Kaya, my boy Kaya.
Huh. Now that I look at him,
Oh
he's
man.
exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry,
at least
Captain.
now
Just
we know
pretend I didn't
Kaya's
see
not
anything.
Voice.
And, have a
I
happy
guess I'll just
Windbloom.
have to do his voice myself. I intend to, my dear. But first a question, don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affection.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well,
You've been
Master
messing with
D-Luke
my
came
brother.
into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like
You been
the
smooching with everyone,
butterflies just
baby.
weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
So you don't love Master D-Luke anymore?
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
He's got a feeling. I understand. And I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do not need to see some business. So I'll take my leave. Goodbye. Forever.
Oh, here he comes.
Try to act cool.
Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, traveler, Paimon, how have you been? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind? Yeah, sure. Let me just shut down real fast. Boo, boo, boo.
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
Oh, I will.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard that you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Such a simple title. Just one word. Alright, so we gotta go to the Knights of Avonius headquarters. I love the way it looks when it's during Windbloom. I mean, they really go all out in this place. Just, it's so gorgeous. And it really makes you feel like it's, you know, Germany, Switzerland, which is what the place is based on. I could have just warped right up there, but I like to do things the hard way. Just the way Master Kaya likes it. I might have to voice everyone. I'm thinking that I might. I have a feeling that most of these voices aren't even going to be here. Like Albedo. Hey, it's Eula!
Kaya, you found them.
Cryo Mommy's being voiced? Nice. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Oh, yes. You're finally gonna let me take you out on that date that I wanted to take you on?
Whoa, headquarters are packed.
What?
What's going on?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Oh, yeah, we're packed.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you.
Note.
I believe introductions are in order.
I am Note. And this is my friend, Death. Allow me, you have Note, captain of the second company. Skyron, captain of the third company. Eula, captain of the fourth company. And me, of course, captain of the ninth company.
Oh, you're all captains?
Catherine can be a captain.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see Master Jean. And have to do her voice too. Jean! Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. She's also very proper. Instead of using like, instead of shortening her words, she just says the full thing. Like, instead of it's, it is, she'll be like, it is not. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I have gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I can understand the confusion. I should just make her sound like a fucking robot, because honestly, that's what she sounds like half the time. I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order, in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the church, because no one would know more about the law than the church. Under the guidance of Barbatos, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill where the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Yes. Hold on. The group of people we just saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Why would you immediately, I would think of, Amber before I think of Albedo. Seriously. Where's Albedo?
Right. He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
Where's Klee? She's this, and Outrider Amber. Where are they? A keen observation, traveler. Nothing gets past your human eyes, as for my robot eyes. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
What didn't he do? Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not doing her voice normally. It's, like I said, she sounds like a robot half the time. And it's not the voice actor's fault. It's just how they write her dialogue. Oh boy, Sucrose. There's Master D-Luke. Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. It might get bloody in here. No matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Over to that spot right there where I am pointing. I am going to sit over in that spot. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. I would hope so. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Oh gee, got another femboy up in here. Mr. Dahlia, deacon of the Church of Avonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will... Oh, there's Rosaria back there. Hi, Rosaria. Another cryo mommy. We will ensure a just verdict in the case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
He's a femboy in his spare time. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Boop, boop, boop. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, the trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, Captain of the Logistics Company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique Tenelise Cardinal, the court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Let's duel. I draw. Ms. Hertha, the floor is yours, but I'm afraid you cannot keep it.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
Murder.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
So, it's been a while, but is it going to be... No, like what? No, that Whopper flower, we took care of that. Is it going to be another one of like some kind of body snatching or, you know, morphing kind of thing, like the Whopper flower took on the form of Albedo? Is that what it's going to be? It's not going to be an actual person. It's going to be like some kind of creature that's taken on the appearance of Albedo or a person like the Whopper flower did with him. And we know that this one is at least Albedo because you can see the on his neck. That means he is legit Albedo. Like with the Whopper flower, he didn't have the star on his neck. So this is indeed Albedo. So it's not like, oh, it's someone parading around as him.
No. There's no way.
Well, he did always say if he ends up losing it, he wants us to stop him.
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
I saw fire inside the mountain. Beatrice, so is that all she was trying to tell Quina earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Yeah, sounds like it's a big misunderstanding.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Albedo's like, I see you now, oh bitch. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Avonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspire region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No. No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
This isn't looking good. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw.
Albedo's like, you didn't see anything, bitch.
I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides,
You're stunning
the
and brave.
investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Oh no!
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
I think you're all looking into this a bit too much. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However,
There you go.
Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she
No.
has no reason to lie.
Unless it's because it was dark out and, your eyes tend to play tricks on you. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Bertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have duties to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive. The only one about to be buried is you!
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank.
No, your name's
Not
Hertha.
all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
Yes, because Albedo just out of the blue decided to go on a spontaneous killing spree.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
And because he's Geo, he's just going around doing what Gara does. He's just like, sand burial!
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at
7
dawn, a witness
days.
saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Master D. Luke.
Wait, that's...
D. Luke Ragenvender. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was... Oh, I thought he was pretending to be the Dark Knight again. I'm Batman. But he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin. But I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi.
And Master
Would
D.
you
Luke
call
would never
that a
lie.
coincidence?
Yes. I would only inquire to what Mr. D. Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. Master D. Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya,
I mean,
you should
he's
know.
got the point.
After
It's
the
like,
defendant
where are
left
the
that morning,
bodies?
the witness found this where the body was buried.
A box? Oh my god, that proves everything. And this is? what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Master T. Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
Given his profession, he doesn't need to bury things. He can make things just disappear. He can bring life into the world with like barely a thought. He can get rid of it just as easy. He has no reason to go around and bury things.
Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
I'm sitting there like, I'm not buying any of this bullshit. Oh, that's your angle? Alchemy? A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. I forget. That's right! We were in the library together!
You're certain Mr.
I forget
Albedo
what she
was
sounds like.
present the
I
whole
truly do.
time?
No one cares about Sucrose. Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo never killed someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not too long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo! I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
I'm sorry, it's Mr. Dahlia, but clearly sounds like a chick. Like, it's not even like a Bennett or something like that, or Shinsho, where they kind of do sound like boys. No, this sounds flat out like a chick.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
I was just out here buying some crack. A correspondence? Oh no! That envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive on the charges of murder, an unlawful disposal of human remains, the Ordtrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal finds the defendant guilty. Oh no. The people in attendance appear to be shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo team being taken back to the headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Paimon, don't be stupid like everyone else. Albedo told me a secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following Rhindotter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Whatever. Let's took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
He's been here the whole time, dumbass. Yeah, I just said that. Been here the whole time. I have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. Oh boy.
Who is he?
I think we know who he is. Uh-huh. Are we gonna get to see our boy, who is not voiced by Erica right now, but will be in the future? Because she's gonna go back and redo all these lines that are missing. Year past. Sure, whatever. Okay, whatever. Oh, Snatch Cliff! I do hope it's our good friend. I do hope it's our good friend who isn't voiced. Oh, nice. They knew everyone was going to warp here. Oh, really? Actually want to... Nice. If only that was here all the time. It is. Oh, my boy. My sweet, sweet boy. Hey, traveler. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that
Oh, our
message?
favorite tone-deaf bard.
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy?
Femboys, Basil. Femboys.
Oh, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados.
Barbados.
Not going to forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we could meet with Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat.
Chit-chat.
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
No. Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
I'm pretty sure as the Archon, he would have known something, because he knows about the sinners. You know, he knows about Rhine daughter, and so of course he would know. Well, I knew from the moment Rhine daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Creed Prince, a perfect specimen of a synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motives. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree.
Anyway, I started
That's
blasting.
how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? A lot more than he lets on, I'm sure. Me? Well, I know that Mr. Albedo is a synthetic human, and that a lot of strange things things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the song to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is a sad fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. That's surprisingly Archon of you. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. Oh, if only I was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in their time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold! Is that our good friend Alice? Are we gonna get to hear her again? Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
Yeah, I think that's what he was using the last time we were in the Golden Apple Archipelago. We were kind of keeping contact with Venti using the Dodo communication device. We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. So, my house tonight, both of you. Femboys, Basil. Femboys. I really hope we get to hear Alice rather than just, you know. So what's this fucking return to story? Oh crap. Oh boy, Jean. I'm glad you are here. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone. Is as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Barco once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Except for me, because I'm a fucking robot. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Oh yeah. Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange. I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes. It's also time for you to get involved. Yes, you want us? Are you sure? As well as honorary members of the Knights of Favonius and Albedo's friends, Kaya and I already have an official involvement in this case. We need a pair of fresh eyes and fresh blood. I know it is against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, whatever. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then he gets sentenced to death. Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second... Oh, we're going on the second floor? The legendary second floor that we were never able to get up to before? Holy crap, this is like fucking Christmas right here. Holy crap, we're actually upstairs? It's kind of, you know, not really. What about up? Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's where Grandmaster Varka's room is.
Wait, Captain Kaya. Surely I
Don't
can't
call me
just...
Shirley. These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Oh, okay. I just automatically believe you.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Oh, what a fucking nerd. All right. I have some work of my own, so I'll leave it to you. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Right back at ya. Yeah. Investigate literally everything in the room.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Oh my god. Can we do it sitting down? I just feel better. There we go.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble ones that you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat, with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, "Putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like highly effective, highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within its extremely short time period, turning into dust that is near invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air." Test tube with a black powder at the bottom. Written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil. At the current available materials are still inefficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means.
Because Paimon's
Not
stupid.
sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
No, it's just too hard for you. A lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears sign of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time, but now the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave it in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps this the letter intercepted by the investigators was the one stored here. The remaining contents should hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling about after reviewing it. Elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion, the materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in this record likely originate within the Conrian art of chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee that there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter." Got my eye. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I am not convinced it is possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belonged to an unfamiliar name, one that appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend of Albedo from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation?
Transmuting
Is
humans.
Albedo seriously looking into that?
Yes.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
Good. It doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. And I think all that's left is this book. Okay. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols. Others have S shapes or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy.
Is that a book from
Albedo must have
Conria?
gone to great lengths to get them.
I think we did everything. Okay. I investigated everything, bitch. Like what? I did.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Is there something that's not? It's like it says over there. Oh. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but when you experience adventure, it sounds hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
Where he stashes the bodies. It does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. Oh, I thought we were gonna have to like switch into like someone Geo. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. While festering forces and sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the result of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the stimulation of the project. I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Bitch, I just said the project. Self-explanatory. This dragon spine could be involved somehow. If this is something we'd have to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Locations correspond to the scene. It appears to be in dragon spine. Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I've swallowed bigger things. But if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least, the remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Probably.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
No, let's not tell Jean. Let's just go straight to those places and, you know. Dodo! Dodo! Dodoko! Are we gonna get to hear from Venti?
Oh, Vent is calling.
Hey, Vent.
Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff, alright.
I'm about to summon
Stuff
it.
that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? You share what you learned with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. Even if it gets out that he's one of Rheindatter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rheindatter's approach to alchemy and ethics were pure madness. Mad. And the evidence you just found, let's just say, could convince even those closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to your trust. Do you trust Albedo? I absolutely do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason.
Murder.
What? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait.
What?
Miles. What's he doing here?
Being a big fat spy, that's what he's doing.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
Yeah,
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
right.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
What?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Yeah, otherwise Albedo won't be the only murderer in town.
Oh, sure. You got it.
Good. You get to
That map we
live to
found
eat
in the
another
hidden
day.
compartment seems important. We should check out the
Help!
large locations.
Help! Oh, I'm your god now. It would get much higher. So high. All right, let's go. The map. Isn't this like right near his lab? Like his dragon spine lab? Or is that the next one?
There are things buried beneath the snow.
Yeah, it's
Careful
not over
now.
here.
Let's not wake them up.
We'll go up here. Dragon spine. Gulagoon. Pigment. Okay. What are we looking for? Marked on the map. Okay. Gonna be like all the way up there.
Try and stop me!
Nope, it's not gonna be up there. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Tell me what to do. Pretty sure it's not like it's down here or something. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is down here.
Rev the engines! Ah!
Yeah. Okay. No, it says it's up there.
Getting close. Oh, look over there.
Although everything's covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. Is it really? I don't think so. It's completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body.
Kind of like your head. You have a head, but no brain.
The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
Because they figured it was dragon spine and no one would come up here. If one person did this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? We need to know. Doubts swirling in your mind. God, it's 11 o'clock already? Man. Oh boy. Gene. Traveler. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
You tell Gene about your findings from Albedo's office. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. He ate them. He's must sustain myself somehow. The minimal remains that were recovered have been sent to forensic analysis. They're fucking CSI up in here, which should provide some answers. It's just,
What's wrong?
if the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial will likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in favor of Albedo, or will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Why so serious? The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Yeah. Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Can we go see Barbara now? Dude, get your fat ass somewhere else. Jean's like, if he worked out nearly as much as he tries sneaking around, this dude would be thin and fit already. Miles. Maybe he needs to run a few. Wait until 2 days later. Okay. It's been 18 days since I look at myself. I wish you could just like press a button, just like have it whoop. Like Wuthering Waves has that, where it's just like whoop, skip. Infinity Nikki, same thing. All
We
right.
should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
That's hello, Jean. Have you charged yourself today? Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready, and we'll head out. Yeah, sure. All right, follow me. I hope we get to see Monsieur Neuvillette. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. I will have order. According to the judgment. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
Oh no!
In
Oh,
addition,
no.
the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status, single, occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to the lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on his femur bone, Mr. D. Luke found, is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselin. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
No. Alchemical or magic. Both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The
whatever.
identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Humph.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Traitor. Another one. Another one. Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
No, Donna from down the street.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master D. Luke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Oh, you know, just touching myself at the sight of Master D. Luke. Like every normal person. Nani?
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master D. Luke.
He was so handsome. I stopped in my tracks and just had to gaze upon his red-haired beauty. I've never seen a man's physique so as abnormally. It looks like he was chiseled by the gods themselves. Like we're here to talk about Albedo. Oh, sorry.
I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body.
It was Albedo!
I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master D. Luke in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Oh, talk to me. Pretty much what's going on for her right now. The court thanks you for your... I'm sorry, it's 11 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Thank you.
Arigato.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
Magic.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence what we found in Albedo's office? The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the location of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No! Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
Have you ever danced with a devil in the pale moonlight? What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's rather a dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience. Because my patience for you is growing thin, Hertha.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
No, but I can make you disappear. Real easily. Perhaps not. But patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow. As he looks directly at her until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? Did it say up or on? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well? Yes. Can you tell us what you found? Nothing. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found in Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in that hole was gone, and the surrounding areas were the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
But no, there was nothing there. I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? We only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow. Big enough to hide. Was it really big enough to hide a human? They keep saying that. There are also claw marks on the outside, around the outside. Around the outside! But there was no body or any remains whatsoever. The second marked location in between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. D-Luke found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his story of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna would never lie about something like that just to get D-Luke's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to forensic results, the teeth and femur belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness account suggests that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use an alchemy to reduce his body to a few bones? Does that mean he's a killer? Who is this mysterious stranger who is appearing to become Super Saiyan? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. The first marked location, the response that Beast allowed Albedo to use. Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. Manchu. the difference between the marks, between the marked location. 3 locations on the map and hidden compartment. There are some similarities in between and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely to use hide bodies. The holes dug up in each area certainly seemed big enough. But unlike the first 2, there was claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witness saw anything that happened. All manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? That mean it's connected to a separate incident? Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth, he's a Kreidprinz, synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold Rheindotter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. I feel like I should be doing like a fucking L voice, you know, because that's kind of like what it seems now. Calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit the crime, it would likely be well concealed. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Frigid climate is covered in snow all year round. Sounds nice. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that would withstand a cold. Deep within the mountains lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, it still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened in Dragon's Mine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I also once encountered someone on Dragon's Mine who looked exactly... Yeah, they're bringing up the Whopper flower. That's pretty cool. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. I almost forgot. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. I put this in defense mode. Oh my god, my fucking eye though. It's just freaking itchy. Itchy, itchy, itchy. I'm like looking at my arm and I'm like seeing all the right there. I've lost a lot of weight then if I'm able to, because normally my arms are thick. You can't see anything. But if you're able to see all the lines and like the muscle right there and all that, I've lost a lot of fucking weight. I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was one who investigated the office and believe the results raised a few questions. Regarding two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked like something had been dug up. It was all done by one person. Why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't there traces removed? In addition, the marking around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that Dragon's Spine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still unreasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location.
Oh,
and
but
the
you
map
did.
was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the traveler's point. If I cared about what was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Bertha, and deny any connection to that map. But it's not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
Nani?
There were indeed bodies at each I did kill and bury some.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the
Murderer.
record reflect that the defendant has confessed
He's like,
to his crimes.
bitch, hold on, let me finish my story. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region. God. To eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain. The third location marked on the map. Wait, with the Whopper flower?
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
That's pretty cool that that's being brought up again.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts.
No.
Those innocent people, their blood is on your
The
hands.
thing was a Whopper flower. It doesn't have blood. No, you're wrong.
You deny it?
Yes.
After admitting to murder for the whole
Like,
court to
bitch.
hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him? So I was right. It does come back to what happened back
It's
then.
one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, me either.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Regardless, I will reshape this world as it was meant to be. Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Oh no!
Everyone, I brought her.
Brought who?
Wait, you...
Who?
The person who just came in. Isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
Is it another case of the Whopper
Hello
flower?
to you too.
A calmer looking Hertha. As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Avonius.
I see what's going on here.
I
It's
can
all been
see
leading
what's
up to
happening.
this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
So she's the imposter.
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court.
Silence.
I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon Durin. Duvall defeated Durin in the battle with the help from Barbados, sealed his remains in Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine failed. It was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. An unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome.
She snaps her fingers and just blows up.
Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
No. The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, The new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know
That means
and love.
nothing. By that logic, I could
Hmm.
just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter.
Why? He's being calm.
How
Just
do we
like the
know
real
he
Albedo.
isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle, and yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
It's the diabetes kicking in.
The scar is right here.
You want to know how I got these scars? Well, the nerves. I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
I mean, they can't simulate or recreate things like that. Hence why the Whopper flower we met in Dragonspine didn't have the star on its neck. No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. Powerful life force and appearance you can change at will, yet here you stand formless one, paralyzed to act because you were worried using the power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too, most of them being under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because it is a network of living beings. You serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Turn out your pockets.
Ugh! Have it your way.
Rips her arm off.
Whoa!
Ugh. Hold it right there.
Come on, let's go.
There'll be no more of this. Oh no. Pretty much everyone who isn't a main character. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in. Oh, do we get
There are
to kill
others trying to
things?
get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
You mean left across? Or no, she leaped, yeah.
After her.
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. But they don't have a tail. We finally have a chance to talk. Before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens. I never used a human remains as part of my alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. All part of the plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master D. Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Quite involved plan. Indeed, follow me. Flashbang. I'm gonna flash bang you into my life. What? Oh yeah.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated the monsters. We know it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. Inevitable battle. Yes,
Of
let's
course.
kill
Where's our first
things.
stop?
The top of the city wall. To the top of the wall. Hey, Mona. What's up, baby?
Master Gene, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Jackman's Spine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and my divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Well,
Understood.
Mona's not voiced either. How wonderful. Nothing like having a freaking Archon quest where none of the fucking characters are voiced.
Rev the engines!
Let's kick it up and show them all the things that we can do. Let's kick it up. Together. Oh, let's go kill them.
Try and stop me!
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be
Are
careful.
acting strange.
Light it up!
Snap.
Go! You're free now!
What? Nothing escapes my fiery wrath.
Pyroclastic surge!
Call it plastic surgeon.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
Yeah. You guys are pretty
I hope
fucking
everyone's
useless.
all right. We really appreciate the help.
I didn't do it for you. Venti! My favorite femboy. Why are you looking so down?
Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. About time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Yeah, when was the last time he dealt with anything this major?
So
I
you
think
two know
probably
the
back
other's
when he was
identity
helping fucking Vanessa overthrow the Lawrence clan. That was how many centuries ago? During the trial, they soon became agitated, likely in response to the core. The monster have this advanced. Oh. Oh.
Wait, so what about the map? And
The
missing
map.
bodies?
I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragon's Mine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones came back. The ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their... Oh, that's lovely.
What about
That's
the remains
lovely.
Luke found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
The monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. Oh, that's nice. The monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the monster, the victims, to put them to rest. Doppelganger Whopperflower. Try to say that 5 times fast. I think that's really cool that they're bringing that up. Like, something that happened how many years ago? Like, that was, like, one of the first event. Not really one of the first events, but it was, like, 4 fucking years ago, I think. It was an early event, I think. So it's crazy that they're connecting that to what's happening now. So is it just gonna be us talking, or are we gonna get to fight some more?
Wait, so
Oh, I was so tired.
what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
Yes, we can. That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. Yes, so there's little secrets people shouldn't know. My identity, for example. Keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. No.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
And he barely did it. He did it with barely a snap of his fingers, really. Currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units. What's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication!
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you phase away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
He's just getting ready for later.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oh, hey.
Oops.
Oops. You know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler and Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a real tough spot. Yeah, can we just, like, get this over with? Thanks, friend. May the animal You are the animal Archon. You forgot. Oh, no. I've got things covered here. Sucro standing around being useless. Master Kaya. I don't like being in the middle of this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Oh! Get back. This makes me happy. Seeing the brothers. Phew, that was a close one. I suppose the thanks are in order, Master T. Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. Oh, come on. He's your brother and you love him. This is what I mean. Like, they're brothers, and yet they're constantly getting on each other's nerves and, like, trying to act like they don't care about each other, and they're so sweet. I love them. Because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc, when do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming! On second thought, best not to think about it. Oh yeah.
Verdict is... Oh, so sorry.
So
What's
sorry.
the hurry?
What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen in time.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Don't get frostbite. Power of the brothers.
This moment will be frozen in time. Verdict is...
There we go. The brothers. The brothers.
There, Dilu Kaya.
Yep. If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was the closest spot to the city gate? Maintaining control over the main road remains maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made it the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. The cavalry captain. We don't have to bring that up. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose I just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Oh, it was almost like Master Luke isn't an asshole after all. Thank you for trusting in me. Of course. Stay safe. Albedo, you're the most powerful. Hey, it's Fischl and Oz. Made Fraulein. Are we gonna see like Amber or something? I don't know. And there's Barbara's here. What? Oh boy, heal the wounded. Guy, Swan, Lawrence. Yep.
I'll protect us.
I'll protect us. Talk to the Knights of Avonius. All right, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara.
Uh-huh.
Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front lines, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe I can give you a hand? Yep.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
I wish she would take that thing off and let us see how cool her hair looks. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So, I think everyone will be all right. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, the sisters. We get to see the brothers and we get to see the sisters. Oh, they're tugging at our heartstrings, aren't they? Oh, God. Where is these things getting all wrapped around the cord for the freaking mic? And there we go. In danger? Yes, but the Knights of Avonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. You will. I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please, let them be okay out there.
Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand?
It's late, guys. It's late. It's 12 in the morning already. Yeah, 12:15 in the morning. Hey, there's Amber. And there's Mika right there.
They're here! Prepare for battle!
On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. AM or PM? We need to know. Uh, 25 hilly churls, 2 blazing axe miniaturals, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. There are the elemental countermeasures. Oh boy. Go Baron Bunny.
Precision strike.
Precision strike. These two really do suck, like horribly.
Hey, go Baron Bunny.
You had your chance.
You had your chance.
Let's keep going, team.
Let's keep going, team. Sounds like a whiny little baby.
Final warning.
Final warning.
Get him. Let it rain.
Really?
Providing cover fire. Now's our chance.
These two suck so bad, it's not even funny.
Hey.
Hey, that's not fair.
Go Baron Bunny.
Go Baron Bunny. Whatever, I'll just fucking use Amber then. Wow, we beat all of them.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
Oh man, oh jeez.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
What's she doing?
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line, und sinker. Well, that was quite scary. That's quite a scary thought. There won't be the monsters. These monsters won't be a threat to us again, because they'll be dead. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Mika. He kind of sucks. Like, people forget that he's even a playable character because no one really plays as him.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
Oh, I just picked. Hi, suggestion. Miss Hertha was a perfect choice. We need to leave a hole in our organization. So she came up with the idea she would disappear. Ooh. I have to burp and it still tastes like the sub that I had earlier. Yum. I am really getting, I probably wasn't the best idea for me to do this late at night. Like, I'm probably uploading this right now, or gonna be uploading this in the morning.
6 months ago.
But as of right now, it's 12 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Oh yeah. It's more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2.
How did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Oh, don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She knows she doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I could just reveal the truth. It had to be the right moment, the right time, the right place. Same bat time, same bat channel. A trap! It's a trap!
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Yeah. Indeed. I have you to thank for that, traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. I'm always part of the plan. I'm the fucking I'm the protagonist. Of course I'm part of the plan. You think you're gonna ever do something without me? I mean, come on. This world would fall apart if I hadn't shown up. Like, let's be serious here. I'm a descender, someone with a will that rivals the gods and rivals and the gods and the ability to change the planet itself. Are those trees knocked down? Okay. Subject 2 has met you on Dragonspine before. Huh. Albedo, you were right. You're part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. Yeah.
Aww, that means
Thanks for thinking of me. I'm always glad to be using everyone else's fucking plans. You know, the person who can topple gods.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side.
Wow, I was about to lose. I'm like, what the fuck is Farina doing here? Hey, Diona. How you doing, little one? These darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. Aww. Oh, gotta make sure Diona's safe. Make sure all the kitties are safe. Down here.
Rev the engines!
Oh my god. Bitch, fucking climb. Here. I'm guessing it's up here. And like we go up here and like Klee's up here. It's like Klee's gonna throw bombs. Klee's gonna blow things up from up here.
Hip.
At the base of it or oh, right here. Hey, Benny. Vile.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
So Christina's voicing at least.
Oh gosh,
Christina V.
I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
Yep. There's sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is welcome.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
And then he trips over a bottle. Alright, let's go to our next destination. Over here. It's just like down here. Oh boy, Noelle. One of the most useless fucking bitches ever.
I must leave no stone unturned.
What are you doing here?
Live!
You can't get me now.
Burst forth!
Leave it all to me.
Leave it all to me. Leave it all to me.
Moment of birth!
Oh, God. Shut up, Noelle. No one gives a flying fuck about you. Like, seriously, we don't. Useless character forever. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. Almost 2 hours already? Jesus. For the love of Lucifer. Alright, so wait, where are we going? Is it down here? Oh, Lisa and Razor.
Lupercal, it's you.
Lupercal, it's you. My favorite cuties. This is a team that doesn't suck so much.
Come into being!
Yeah, Razor's really good. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. My favorite cuties.
It happened a lot before?
Like 95% of this fucking thing is just listening to people just like no voices. No voices. Like with smaller quests, that's one thing. But for an Archon quest, if these people don't want to fucking go back to work, Hoyoverse needs to just get rid of them and do what they did with Kanichi. Just get new fucking talent. Because this is ridiculous. Oh, just outside. Eula!
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Oh.
Explain what?
Oh no.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
Mobile support across the region. Yeah, what was with Clea?
We kinda already heard what you said, so...
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
Clea, she's more than capable.
This way, and it does...
Clea's more than capable of taking care of herself. She may be like an
She's
8-year-old
right next
girl,
to me.
but...
And the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. Beg for mercy.
Why are there... What's with the... Dumpty Dumpty, go!
Those
Oh my god, this
sounds.
is so fucking precious.
I see what you mean. She was not to be underestimated.
No, exactly. She's more than capable. Please got this one.
More speed.
Come into being!
Come on.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
Really, just sit there and just imagine her voice in your head. You know it, you love it. It's just fucking stupid that we have to do this.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
What are you talking about? Her ears are bigger than yours.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
And if not, vengeance will be mine. Okay, so who haven't we seen yet? Boy, I can't wait for, you know, not to hear their voice. Probably just right around here, honestly. Oh boy, it is Jean. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? I really should have just switched it to Japanese.
We're back!
But it's too late now. I mean, like I said, I just kind of
Emma?
wanted to see... to see who was back and who was, you know... But it's basically no one. Basically, everyone is still freaking gone. No, I made it all happen. All me, baby. I can't wait to finish this. I really can't. Me and Albedo had the same idea. I was like, I really can't. Yeah, like we're on 2 hours already. Moon pies. Well, Amber, perhaps you have some cream pies? Oh, there's our favorite. Hey, everyone. Venti. Oh, wait, Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? Venti, you weren't running. You're a fucking god. You weren't running for your life. Don't even try that crap. Any notable information on the wind? Of course. I was out of the city wall for quite some time, and I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. So, you know all the times they hear you about words being carried on the breath of the wind? Yeah. We got to see it in action, really. That's pretty cool that he can actually hear things, like, through his wind. That's pretty cool. Like, oh, if you turn around and whisper, you can't hear anything. And then Dolly's like, is that you, Venti? She's like, fuck.
Oh.
I turned the
No
wrong
wonder
way.
Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
Urgh. It's close. Yeah, that was my anger. I just want this to be done. It's Clee. He's having bad thoughts again. Phonia. She's a phony.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You can tell by those eyes she's...
Ugh.
Oh no. I told you phony is a phony. Don't move.
Oh!
Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Restless child. Alright, the others are looking after Phony now. Please tell me you can help her. I can as long as the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
Oh. Oh. I consulted Fendi about a possibility of I think I'll just have to fucking call it a 2 hours
Older
already.
sisters. Is Varka really young or something?
No. But he's not old either. Like Stanley? Indeed. The Hexen Circle. So we have Venti in the middle. We're guessing Grandmaster Varka, which I'm kind of disappointed that's what he looks like. You know, when I'm thinking, like, you think of the name Varka and you hear about how tall and strong this guy is, you're thinking of, like, some really old big guy, you know, big old beard and just, not like this tall femme dude. And then we've got the Hexen Circle, and I don't think that really represents anyone in particular. Just, that's how they dress. Quite a way with words. Ugh. Yeah.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Are we gonna talk to Alice? Is Alice gonna be voiced? Is N gonna be voiced? Is M gonna be voiced? Is 13 gonna be voiced? Oh, so cute.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Is that Grandmaster Varka?
Wait, Barbados?
Barbados. Huh. Grandmaster? Wrong number. Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, see, just on that voice, you think, like, he's tall, he's, you know, like, older looking, but not, you know, but he's, like, got, you know, he's gruff, and he's got... I wouldn't imagine him as just, like, this tall, handsome-looking guy. It's... Have fun with that. We'll talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
He's I already know. All right, who are we talking to now?
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Beneath the gray tree in Windrise.
Hello? Who is this?
It's Alice!
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
Oh, so nice to hear Alice, man.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Avonia's investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
That would be really great if we actually got to see Alice for once.
Hello again, everyone.
Of course. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant dodoco.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
They really are saving up to this whole reveal of Alice.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Now we see where Klee gets it.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle,
The Hexen
I
Circle.
hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare. Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Okay.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Fine, shut up.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. There's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He was waiting for you there. Okay, we'll do that next time. The gardener. I'm the gardener. I'm a garden you. Yeah, it's late. It's well almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I'll upload this in the morning or something. I don't know, but Marina's red. She understands. But ooh, things are getting juicy. And since it's a Archon quest, it's gonna be like freaking 4 hours long. So the next party alone is gonna be like 2 hours long. So, you know, but at least we get to see Alice, kind of, and we got to hear Grandmaster Varka.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.